This is a really off-topic story, but I used to be in a theater group back when I was like 14, 15, and they had this tradition where in every single play they did, they put someone named Balthazar in, and I was Balthazar for 2 of those.
Why?
Because of the Shakespeare thing, because they were big Shakespeare fans. Like, we're gonna put Balthazar in. Do you want to be Balthazar? Sure, I'll be Balthazar.
I heard this.
So I'm Balthazar.
I heard this like rumor. There's this rumor that always goes on in like theater and stuff, where it's like they all bang each other. Is that true?
In what?
In theater, I've heard so many rumors about like.
Well, I was
even in movies. They're like.
I think in real theater, yes, but in community theater, no.
Oh, it's community.
Well, yeah, I was 14. Come on.
I was about to say just a bunch of old people.
Hey, welcome back. Sorry, that took way longer than I thought it would.
Might cut it, might not. Who cares? We'll see.
Yeah, welcome back to another episode of the Fantastic Fools. I'm Liam, and joining me is my co-host Aiden. Say hello.
Your thing is you say hi to the thing.
Say hi to the thing.
Hi. That's like your thing.
That's my
also,
thing now.
co-host, how dare you?
What?
I own this shit.
Fine. What am I then?
We are both co-hosts.
I said co-host.
Said my co-host.
Yeah, and you say my co-host to me. I'm your co-host. You're my co-host.
I'm Conan. You're Andy.
Fine.
I'm Scooby. You're Do.
You saying okay? Fine.
No, there's a line.
You saying Shaggy's less popular than Scooby? I think not.
There's a line in the Green Hornet. He goes, "I'm Batman. You're Robin. Scooby Doo," which makes no sense. It should be Scooby Shaggy.
If that's the case, then I'm Nightwing, so I'm the better one.
I'm Batman then. Cool.
Yeah, I prefer Nightwing.
All right.
Anyway, so this week we are going to do something interesting. We're going to talk about superhero movies that are not originally based on comic books.
Yeah.
So there's quite a few, as it turns out, and you've seen more than I have. I've only seen a couple, and I just remember the rest. But where'd you like to start?
Let's start with news.
Okay. What kind of news are you going to look up on your phone?
The Flash has a release date.
Oh, when is it going to be released? Is it going to be released the same time as New Mutants?
2020.
Exactly.
2022. Sorry.
Okay, I was about to say.
That was me being dyslexic.
I was about to say bullshit next year.
July the 1st.
Okay, well,
So it's happening.
yeah, it's been happening since 2014. Come on.
Also, it's confirmed that Andy Muschietti.
They got Spider-Verse in the end, and that's what's most important.
Now they're making a second one.
I keep reading the story about how they got fired from Solo because it is so interesting.
My sister worked on Solo and she met them. She told me firsthand what happened.
Well,
It's
there
great.
you go.
The trailer for Stargirl came out.
Oh, how is it?
Looks fine.
I don't
Luke
care.
Wilson's in it.
Okay.
I don't know why. Starman's played by the dude from Community, Joel, whatever his name is, and he
Okay.
looks strange because his costume is like kind of buffish. But I've only ever seen him in Community.
Is Stargirl the same Stargirl from Legends of Tomorrow, or is this a different new Stargirl?
This is like Titans verse.
Oh, it's a new thing.
Yeah, it's a new
Okay,
thing.
because we've had 2 previous
But
Stargirls
it's going to be on
live
it's going to be on Disney Plus. About to say it's going to be on the DC website and it's going to be on CW.
Does DC still have that streaming service still?
Yeah. Yeah. Andy Serkis is doing. There was a photo of that teased what's his name? Cletus Cassidy
Ah, yeah.
for Venom.
Yeah, because he was on the ropes of. Oh, yeah, he is directing Venom 2, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
is strange, even though he's Alfred now.
He can do whatever he wants.
Yeah, I love. No, I'm glad he's getting the work because
Yeah,
Andy
exactly.
Serkis is awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
He needs more representation. Crisis on Infinite Earth. Oh no, yeah, that's happening.
Yep.
I've watched clips from it. It is so bad.
Oh, okay. I thought you were gonna say it's so good. What do you mean it's so bad?
It's just Superman. Tom Welling Superman.
Yeah.
No powers. He gave them up
Okay, just to be normal.
just to have a kid. He has 2 daughters. But what I don't get is how. How did he give up his powers? Because
Probably the same way he gave up his powers like 5 other times in the show. He went to the Fortress of Solitude and say, hey, I give up finally.
Maybe.
And then Jor-El took his powers away, like in every other thing.
And then he saw a vision of but what makes that stupid is that is 10 years gone. That's an entire TV show gone. Like that.
I kind of like to think that that's Tom Welling.
And it's so dumb because you know the Lex Luthor, the Supergirl Lex Luthor, who's played by the dude from 2.5 Men.
Oh, John Cryer.
Yeah. He's actually a pretty good Lex Luthor, I'll give him that.
I've seen clips of him.
He has a beard, it's kind of weird.
He's better than Jesse Eisenberg, I can say that.
Yeah. But there's a bit, he flicks him kryptonite and Clark goes, kryptonite. And he throws it away and he goes, you're Superman though. And he goes, I gave up my powers. And I'm like, that is so dumb.
It's because he didn't want to wear a suit.
Also, Brandon Routh's Superman is 100% Christopher Reeve's Superman.
Okay, so he just went corrupted after Superman returned. Perfect.
Well, no, this is what happened. Lex Luthor, he has that book, book that changes time or whatever. He's going through each version trying to kill Superman because he just hates Superman. And so he rewrites history and he's like, Christopher Lee. He says Christopher Lee.
I am the Superman.
He walks in as Dracula with his.
I am Clark Kent.
No, he tells Brandon Routh Superman to kick
up and away.
He tells Brandon Routh Superman to kick the shit out of a Tyler Hoechlin Superman.
Yeah.
And then but Brandon Routh Superman, Lois is dead.
Okay.
Perry White's dead. Jimmy Olsen's gone.
Huh.
But he's Christopher Reeve Superman because he said it's not the first time I fought myself.
This doesn't sound that good.
No. And one thing I'm really worried about is they're gonna royally fuck up Kevin Conroy as Batman.
Oh yeah, because he's Kingdom Come Batman.
No, he's perfect already. Like, it's Kevin Conroy, you can't fuck it up, but I feel like they're just gonna do like some dumb.
Speaking of which, they've been doing a few Kingdom Come stuff because the new Wonder Woman trailer, we see Wonder Woman in her Kingdom Come outfit for some reason.
Oh yeah, and
which we'll find out.
Cheetah.
I had Cheetah. I think she'll be a half woman, half cat, and by the end of the movie or something.
Yeah,
like
she'll
that.
probably inject herself or whatever made her Cheetah again.
Well, it's either science or magic. So we'll find out.
I'm going science. Science magic.
Yeah, I think science as well because Dr. Poison was science.
She was actually cool.
Yeah, I liked her. I liked her weird porcelain face.
Porcelain face. Like a bathroom tile.
Yeah. But yes, everything I've seen of Crisis, because I, on Instagram and Facebook or whatever, I've seen mini clips and whatever, and I just don't care anymore. Because I gave up on the Arrowverse, not the last crossover, the previous crossover, the Crisis on Earth X, the Nazi one.
Mm-hmm.
I think that's the last full thing I've seen, and then I just stopped watching all the shows from then on because I'm like, Flash isn't that good. Legends I'm kind of bored with. I stopped watching Arrow a year before anyway, and Supergirl's not good, in my opinion. At least season 2 is, because that's the only one I've seen of Supergirl. And I just don't care anymore. So now that I see Crisis, I'm like, yeah, it's happening. I'll probably watch it on DVD in 2 years' time, but I just don't care. Sorry.
I got as far as Arrow season 6.
That's
halfway through.
That's a good one from memory. Probably got enough.
No, season 5's a good one. Season 6 boring as batshit.
What's the one where it doesn't have the sleeves? Is that 4 or 5?
That's 4.
Okay.
Oh no, 4 is when he gets the sleeves. 5 is when he doesn't.
Okay.
5 is the better one. 5 is Prometheus.
Yeah.
Which is good. 6 is I can't remember.
Something about
the human target and a guy the dude from Lost with the glasses or whatever. And with the Flash, I stopped halfway through last season.
Yeah.
With Nora, I don't give a shit anymore.
I like Flash more than most, I feel. Especially seasons 1 and 2. 3...
Oh my god. Season 1 and 2 are great.
3 I'm fine with. I don't hate it as much as everyone else's, but I didn't like season 4 at all. So.
Oh, The Thinker?
Yeah, The Thinker.
He's great.
I didn't like that season at all, so I just stopped.
What do you mean? He's the best Flash villain ever.
And I like Grant Gustin in the role.
Who is
I prefer him over Vanilla.
Who is the villain in season 3?
Season 3 is Savitar. AKA him from the future.
Oh, yeah.
Spoiler alert.
It shows you how much I remember season 3.
I feel like my opinion on Crisis is because I know a few people that because my sister watched Endgame before half of the rest of the MCU. No, she watched Infinity War before half of the MCU, and then she watched everything else and then watched Endgame. But she watched Infinity War and she's like, I don't get Doctor Strange. I don't understand.
How did she feel about everyone dying then?
She cared about Spider-Man. She cared about...
Because everyone knows Spider-Man.
Yeah, she cared about Spider-Man. She cared about the Guardians because she saw the Guardians movies. She cared about... she didn't watch Black Panther. What did she watch before? She watched Iron Man 1.
Wow.
The first Avengers.
Yeah.
I think she watched Age of Ultron. She watched Guardians. And that's it.
Wow.
And then she watched Infinity War because her boyfriend made her. Trooper. And then she watched everything else, and Doctor Strange is her favorite one out of them all because she loves magic.
Very good choice. Doctor Strange is one of my favorites.
I mean, she watched Infinity War, and she's like, I don't get Doctor Strange. And I understand, and he's cool. So
He's very cool.
plus she's into magic and whatever. So
Like card tricks or like Harry Potter?
no, Harry Potter, Lord of the Rings,
Fucking
and all that.
Harry
She's a
Potter.
big fantasy fan.
I hate Harry
I
Potter.
love Harry Potter.
Alright, we should probably start.
Okay, we should start. Where do you want to start on with this?
Well, I made a list.
Okay.
Have you?
Kinda.
It's good commitment here. I'm glad we saw this. Yeah.
Okay, you go first.
I'm gonna start with mine number 5.
Oh, okay. I'll just go in random order.
I've
Yeah,
ranked
yeah.
mine.
Yeah.
My number 5 for my favorite superhero movie not based on a comic book. Number 5, Unbreakable,
Oh yeah.
written by
Shyamalan's third best.
I'd probably say it's his first.
Yeah.
For me, it goes this, Split, Glass, The Sixth Sense.
Oh, okay. I like Sixth Sense the most.
For some reason, I really like the whole Glass trilogy.
Yeah, I didn't like Glass that much.
Well, I liked it more because I really liked it because again,
Split's really good.
Obviously, it's M. Night Shyamalan being like, I can make superheroes. I don't need no comic book or $1 million.
Yeah.
Because there's bits where it's like, there's comic books written for children. Only children watch that, and it's like, all right, we get it. You're trying to okay, stop. You fucking all right. Here's a fact about it.
Yeah.
For each one of these, I wrote a bit of trivia.
I'll look up some trivia on my ones as well. But you go on.
But it's one of Tarantino's all-time favorite movies.
Nice.
And Tarantino calls him in his thing. He's like number 20, M. Night Shyamalama Ding Dongs. He actually says M. Night Shyamalama Ding Dongs.
God, Tarantino's the best.
And I feel like he might have started that. Like he might have started like just calling him M. Night Shyamalama Ding Dong.
Have you seen the interview he did with some woman about Kill Bill and how Kill?
Yeah, if you got a great parents, take them.
Yeah, how like Kill Bill's probably inducing violence.
Are you saying that young women? Yeah, it's inspirational. Get them all out
Yeah,
there.
exactly. I just love he just doesn't care. He's like, this is what I feel. Shut
Doesn't
up.
give a shit. Speaking of, he's saying that his next movie is Kill Bill 3,
Nice.
but he's not going to do it for like another 3 years. Which probably means he's writing other stuff.
Oh, better like
Which I want him to write a superhero movie because he
Better
obviously
late than never.
he loves superhero. He's super into comic
he
books.
loves Thor Ragnarok a lot.
But he's like really into comic books just in general. And he
I kind of wish he did Suicide Squad instead of James Gunn. I feel like he would have been perfect for that.
yeah. But But this is one of the things he said about Unbreakable, which
Yeah.
I was like, he was saying the marketing is shit for the movie. How they promoted it being like, oh, here's a realistic superhero, and
It's Batman, but bad.
but he was saying it's nothing like that. It's about trying to adapt to having powers. And one of the quotes that he said, which I really like, is, "What if Superman was on Earth and didn't know he was Superman?"
That would have been cool.
I think that perfectly summarizes the movie
that would have been cool.
because he just doesn't know. I really like it though.
Yeah.
It has the reviews for it are just kind of mostly 7, like just out of 10. Like IMDb gave it a 7.3, Rotten Tomatoes gave it a 70%.
Yeah, that's me.
For critic review, audience gave it 77.
I give it.
I'd give it an 80.
I'd
give it like an 8 out of 10. I really like it.
I give it like a 6 or 7 personally. It's all right.
I like the twist ending
I much prefer Sixth Sense and
where he's dead.
yeah, and I much prefer Sixth Sense and I prefer Split over Unbreakable. I really do feel like the ending of Split was just tacked on, just for him to be like, hey, we can do this, and they just put in Bruce Willis at the very end, be like, oh, his name was Glass.
He turns around and goes, "I'm back."
Pretty much, yeah. And
But,
Glass was not good. So.
But I liked Glass.
Yeah.
Fuck. I
Got it
can't
written
remember.
down right
I
there.
can't remember what I was gonna say.
Fine, I'll look up some facts.
I know what it was. M. Night Shyamalan paid for Split out of his own pocket.
For Split?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, not Unbreakable?
No.
Okay.
Because he had the money for Unbreakable. But
Fair
he
enough.
cared about Split so much that I think he mortgaged his house.
Oh, well.
And
That's commitment.
because he really wanted it made. And I think it's one of his career's best. It's better than Lady in the Water
What?
with Paul Giamatti and Bryce Dallas Howard, and
Huh.
Paul Giamatti going, she's a woman and she's in water, and there's like the creature looking for her.
And they have that little bit where he's the writer, and
Yeah.
and they're just like, your writing will save the world one
And he's
day.
like, what?
Yeah.
I love his cameos in all those movies because they're
What?
either really dumb or super unsubtle.
what is his weakness?
Who? I'm not.
M. Night, what is his weakness in terms of filmmaking? Because he's made some great stuff, but he's made some really terrible stuff.
I know. For me, I think he writes too much.
Yeah?
Like in Glass, like the ending of Glass is so fucking rushed with the cult and the killing
God.
superhero. And the second I saw it, I'm like,
The superhero
I'm
purge.
like he wrote too much. That's his thing. He writes so much shit that he has to cut it down,
Maybe
but
he's-
then he doesn't know how to cut it down properly.
Maybe he's better at directing than writing. Oh, wait, hang on.
Last Airbender.
Yeah, and Unbreakable. Bloody The Happening.
Did he? No,
And-
no.
And Afterbirth.
I love Marky Mark
Although was
as a
after,
physics teacher.
although was Afterbirth Will Smith's fault? We don't know.
Getting jiggy with it.
Or Jaden Smith's fault? We don't know.
Or both their faults.
Yeah, it's everyone's fault, that movie.
I don't know if M. Night, if he's ever directed something he's not written.
He wrote Devil, but he didn't direct that.
Oh, Devil!
I like Devil. I think Devil's fun.
Devil's fun, but it's so dumb.
It's dumb, but it's really
the
fun.
ending, like the bit where it's the old lady, but
Yeah.
she's dead the whole time.
She's the devil. Yeah.
That's a terrible twist.
I love the fact that the twist is the devil, even though the movie's called The Devil.
The best twist, do you know what they should have done? It should have been the security guard.
Yeah.
You know, the Mexican security guard saying, oh,
Oh.
it's the devil because he knows. I remember the toast.
The toast.
The toast.
Jelly side down.
Yeah,
that
jelly
means, that
side-
means the devil's near.
But it would make sense because he knows the most about the devil, and not the fact that he's just Christian. He's just Christian Mexican.
Exactly.
If they were like, oh, he's the devil, I'd be like, yeah, that's cool because he knows the most.
That would have been cool, but too late. They made the old lady the devil.
Yeah, everything he's directed.
He wrote?
Yep.
Okay.
And he wrote She's All That? What's his problem?
Maybe it's writing he's better at
What?
than directing.
He wrote She's All That with Freddie Prinze Jr. Oh my god.
Maybe he's better at writing than directing. Well, yeah, uncredited rewrite, yeah.
Oh, okay.
He rewrote it.
He did write The Last Airbender. Okay.
Yeah.
What a
Unfortunately.
bastard.
Let's not talk about The Last Airbender.
He acted he was in the Entourage. Okay.
Good for him.
Yeah, exactly.
Man.
He plays himself a lot.
Well, because he's M. Night Shyamalan, everyone's favorite director.
I do like I do like the bit in Signs where he turns around and he's like, yeah, sorry I killed your wife, Mel Gibson. I have an alien in my basement. I'm going to go check on him. And then Mel Gibson's like, my wife. Not the fact that he just said he had an alien in his basement. Like, it's not...
It's
not-
Aliens in the Attic, the movie, if you remember.
With Kevin Nielsen.
Ashley Tisdale.
Yeah. Yeah, and that, remember her boyfriend keeps getting, like, tased or whatever, and then he gets possessed?
Good times.
Anyway,
Anything else on Unbreakable, or...?
I don't think we talked about Unbreakable at all.
Okay.
I should probably tell the story.
Yeah, tell a story about Unbreakable. 'Cause
Unbreakable-
I'm really hazy on it.
Unbreakable is about a man named David Dunn, who...
Bruce Willis.
Yes. Who is never... Basically, he's in a train accident and he realizes that he absolutely does have powers and he's scared by them.
You're gonna hate
And-
me. You're gonna hate me for this. I like trains.
Oh no.
Meow!
Oh no.
You're gonna hate
Oh,
me
no.
for that.
I hate you. I hate you enough. But
Continue.
he has superpowers, but it's in a really realistic world, and he's trying to adapt to these superpowers while also being pressured by a comic book fan who's in a wheelchair, played by Samuel Jackson, called Elias. No, Elijah.
Elijah.
I was thinking of a
Elijah,
wrestler.
yeah.
Elijah. And there's a great twist, and it's just a great movie about how, how a superhero can be useful in a realistic environment.
say what the-
I will say there's one dumb thing though.
Can we say what the twist is, or
Yeah,
shouldn't?
it's Elijah the whole time. He sets up.
Okay, yeah, he's the villain, yeah.
He's the terrorist who sets up the train, all that stuff, which comes back in Glass. Remember, because he kills Kevin Windlecrum, his dad.
Yeah.
I like that. The second when I was watching it, and I was like, when he's like, his dad disappeared on a train. I went, oh, he killed his dad on the train. And then the end of the movie happened, and I'm like,
God.
he killed him on the. I already, yeah.
Wow.
Keep going.
Made a lot of money. Jeez.
What, Unbreakable?
Unbreakable, yeah.
Yeah, Unbreakable made a 248 million worldwide.
Yeah. On a budget of 75, which is pretty good.
It's very good.
Yeah.
It's only an hour and 47.
Yeah.
Which is alright. I think Unbreakable's great.
Yeah, that's about it.
I like it, yeah.
That's how you say it, Unbreakable?
Probably Bruce Willis's best role next to John McClane.
Yeah, okay, yeah.
Remember his weakness is water! He drowns in the pool!
Oh, God, yeah. Oh, because he can't swim because he's too heavy.
Yeah. Which is dumb, but it's also at the same time, it's like, it doesn't make sense.
Yeah, Bruce Willis, he's good, but also bad nowadays.
Yeah, like when he tries to fight Kevin Smith on set.
Oh, God.
Okay.
Yeah, cop out. Ugh.
You go for your one.
Good. Okay, so my one, I don't know if... I haven't seen your list, so I don't know what you have, and you know what I have.
Okay.
But I put down Chronicle. This isn't like worst to best. It's just like a random order.
Yeah.
But I put down Chronicle because I really like Chronicle. It's a really fascinating movie about both how they made it and how the execution was. It's probably my favorite found footage movie, which is there's not a lot that you can say that are genuinely good.
Yeah.
Like there's like this, there's Paranormal Activity.
There's VHS. VHS 2.
What's the Spanish version of Rec? What's the Spanish? Because Rec is a remake of a Spanish.
I can't remember.
Yeah, but it's not good. But the Spanish version is really good. Yeah, but Chronicle is a really, really, really good movie. It's a shame that Josh Trank became bad afterward.
I love his review of his own movie. Fantastic.
Yeah, he directed Fantastic Four, the 2015 one. Fan4stick, which is not good at all.
Something.
Yeah, so Chronicle is a found footage movie about three teenagers, Dane DeHaan, Michael B. Jordan, and some other guy.
Holy shit, I forgot Michael B. Jordan.
Yeah, he's like the popular kid. So they all hang out and they all go to a party, and then afterward they go to a big crater, which has like a weird alien orb thing.
And they're filming the whole time.
They film the whole time because that's what you do in a found footage movie. You film the whole thing, and then they touch it, and they all gain telekinesis, and they just dick around with it. And that's pretty much the whole movie. They dick around with it. But Dane DeHaan, he gets like bullied in school. His mom has cancer, and his dad's really abusive. So it's pretty much on the road of him becoming a supervillain, and that's pretty much what the movie is. Where you think, oh, they get powers, they're gonna dick around, then they might, do some hero stuff. But no, it's a really, really tragic story about him becoming a supervillain and just him devolving to this monster, and it's really, really fascinating. Came out in 2012 on what's the budget of this movie? Let me look.
I'm not sure. How do you feel about Matt Landis?
Oh, Max Landis. Look, before all the shit came out about him, he did a good job with this movie. But afterward, I don't want to think about him ever again.
But what do you mean? He's doing the remake of An American Werewolf in London.
Yeah, but he did Bright.
Oh yeah,
which is not good at all.
I like Bright.
Yeah, you like Bright for some stupid reason.
Because it has a Joel. What's his name? Joel
Edgerton. Yeah.
Joel Edgerton with the teeth.
Yeah.
And he's like, hey.
So it was made on a budget of $12 million, and
wow.
It made 126. So that's pretty good.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, it's a really good. It's a really interesting found footage movie because it's not a horror movie. Because pretty much 90% of found footage movies are horror movies, and only some are something else. Like this, Project Almanac, I guess.
Project Almanac, yeah! Time travel, baby!
Earth to Echo, that's another one.
You know what's really weird?
An alien.
You know what's really weird? I'm pretty sure the director of Project Almanac and Earth to Echo both did the Ninja Turtle movies.
Oh god.
Unrelated, but you name them both together.
God.
I think Project Almanac, he did the first that
first
did
one.
the first, and then Earth to Echo did the second one.
Jesus Christ.
I have to check this out. I'm pretty sure though, because I remember being like,
God.
Earth to Echo.
But yeah, the telekinesis effect in this movie is really, really good. Like remember the part where he gets a daddy long legs and just splits it apart.
Yeah.
And then puts it back together, but it's dead anyway. And he crushes the car of his mind, and yeah.
That's probably my favorite shot in the movie.
I like when
he's just sitting there and just.
I like when they float the camera.
Yeah.
That's the excuse that they do.
Yeah, it's like they're using their
and they can
brain.
fly. Yeah. And they can fly as well, so that's really good.
Yeah.
I'm trying to think. You know the girl that Dane DeHaan made out with and vomit on her?
Yeah.
That's his wife.
In real life?
Dane DeHaan's wife. That's yeah.
Were they married before or after this?
Before, I think. I think it was before, from memory.
Jeez.
Yeah, the movie has no music at all. It's just like copyrighted music. Remember the part at the very end where Dane DeHaan's going nuts? He kills his dad, and he just just wrecks the whole town.
Yep.
And the generic guy, I forget his name, Andrew. Y'all just call him Andrew.
The actor's name is Alex Russell.
Okay, I'm just gonna call him Andrew. No, that is wait.
Is his name Alex?
His name is Alex Russell. So Alex goes to him, and remember when they're flying in the air and they have all the cameras in a circle around them,
Yeah,
so they can get every angle,
like the Matrix.
like that, like
How they shot the bullet time
like that's
in the Matrix.
that's the only thing that made me go, yeah, that's forced. The found footage stuff, but everything else is really good because it's one shot camera, a bunch of editing stuff.
You think Josh Tank and
Josh Trank.
Trank, sorry, and Max Landis walked in and went, "Hey, we got an idea for a movie.
Mm-hmm.
It's superheroes, but it's not based on anything." And then all the
It's
shooting,
found footage.
and then all the studio heads. It's found footage.
You know the Avengers? Yeah, it's like that, but no budget. Think about that. You know how that Avengers movie made $1 billion?
You want Fantastic Four now or later?
Yes.
Yes.
Yes, I want Fantastic Four. Absolutely. Oh, man.
That fantastic.
Yeah, we don't need to talk
Fucking
about Fantastic Four 2015, which isn't good.
Yep.
At all.
Okay.
Moving on.
You done with a?
Yeah, I think I'm done with Chronicle.
Okay.
I've spoken enough about it. Oh, here we go. It was meant to be rated R or NC-17, but they pushed it back to PG-13.
That sucks.
Yeah, I kind of wish it was more gory.
Well, now because it's like the day and age now because everyone's like, "Oh, rated R superhero movies don't do well," which is a lie.
Yeah, well, it's half and half.
Yeah, but now
For every Joker, you get a Hellboy.
hell yeah.
But
Hellboy.
I feel like if they kept it rated R, they would have done the Daddy Longlegs, but with the dad. How they would have split him.
That would have been fucking
That would have been cool.
dope.
Yeah. But oh well.
Yeah.
Anyway, what's your next one?
My fourth favorite is a Sky High.
Oh yeah, I got Sky High as well. We can both talk about that.
Yeah.
Sky High, Disney's best movie ever.
My biggest problem with Sky High, as much as I like it,
Yeah.
the guy who plays Will Stronghold is he's just not a good actor.
I agree. He's very generic.
Get someone else.
Also, he's supposed to be 14, but he looks like he's
38.
He looks like he's 22.
He looks like but like
At least yeah.
he's so strange.
He's very monotone.
Yeah, because everything he like when he's supposed
Come on, Dad.
like the bit where he lifts up.
It's not that impressive.
No, when he lifts up the
table.
and he goes, "Leave him alone." His hands are straight up like that.
Yeah.
Which he looks like a wimp like that. He should be the Superman thing where it should be like that.
But,
where
oh
like
well.
you're kind of flexing a bit.
He's that strong that he can go all the way.
But he's just not. He just doesn't suit it.
He is very generic.
Literally,
They could have gotten bloody.
the guy who played Zack Attack.
No, I was thinking
Hank Lowe.
I was thinking they could have gotten like under David Henry. You know, the brother, the older brother from Wizards of Waverly Place.
Yeah, he would have been a better.
Yeah,
fit.
they could have gotten him or someone.
Just someone
or Cole
different.
Sprouse. I don't know.
Just someone different because he seems really. He's just generic.
Yeah,
Mitchell Musso.
Mitchell Musso.
Actually,
Even though he's like 20, even though he's like 30 by that point.
was he? This came out in 2005.
I know, but actually, yeah, good
No,
point. Prime time Hannah
I
Montana.
think he would have been like 15.
Prime
No, he would have been like
No.
17 because in Hannah Montana, because Hannah Montana started in 2007, maybe 6.
Something like
I
that.
think he was about 17, 18.
You know what? I know it's a Disney movie, so it's a Disney movie, so clearly they have a lot of money. But the effects in this movie are pretty good.
The production value is really good.
Yeah.
Whenever they can make it practical, they do.
I like the
Which is really strange.
like when they have the stretchy guy.
Yeah.
Some of it's CG, but some of it's not. The Danielle Panabaker. At the very end where she uses her powers, like all the vines, so like they did like a reverse effect.
Yeah.
And she wrapped up all the clones. Also the clones, the clone woman, they're twins. Yeah. I like that.
You know, this is This is her feature film debut.
Has she been in anything else?
Panabaker.
No, I mean like film wise, because she's in the Flash, but anything else?
Not from memory.
She
might have been. She might have had a small role in something because I remember seeing her in something else.
Let me
other
take
than
a look.
Sky High. Kurt Russell
He's great.
He's probably my favorite bit in the entire
He's
movie.
amazing. I love him.
Him and Bruce Campbell as Sonic Boom.
Oh yeah. I like the.
This is really weird. If you're like
I like the scientist guy.
it's full of great cameos.
Yeah.
But if you're a kid, you wouldn't get it. Bruce Campbell,
Look.
Kurt Russell, Tom Kenny's even in it.
Yeah, he's in it.
When I saw Tom Kenny, I was like, Patchy the pirate, SpongeBob himself.
Yeah, I like the mad scientist guy. You know how when they turn everyone into a baby, but
Yeah.
he's the only smart one because he's still in
Yeah,
town.
because he still has a big brain.
Because he's a mad scientist. I like that.
Yeah, and that guy,
Yeah.
the sidekick, whatever is the teacher sidekick.
Yeah.
He when I saw him, he's a principal in Sunny.
Mm.
He's in a couple of episodes of Sunny where he plays a principal.
Nice.
Can we?
She was in Friday the 13th, the reboot.
That's what I saw her in.
Piranha 3 Double D, classy, and nothing else.
Classy.
Nothing else as to substance after that. She's been mainly TV stuff, aka Caitlin Snow in The Flash.
Cool.
Trying to think, what else can we talk about Sky High? I like it when whenever they do the punch on the ground effect. Like when Kurt Russell punches the robot, they do that little wave effect.
Yeah, or like when a Will punches the gym floor and it just goes.
Yeah, I like that.
all the
I like
balls
that effect a lot.
it's a really cool effect.
The fire power guy, he's really nice. He's really good. Is he Warpath from X-Men Days of Future Past?
This could be really racist.
I'm gonna
but I don't know.
I'm gonna look.
One thing I
No, it's not. Okay.
one thing
I'm thinking of someone else.
one thing I really did like about about it is
Wait, is he? I'm
Just-
gonna look.
even though all the characters aren't like no one's supposed to be based on anyone specifically.
Yeah.
They're supposed to be they're really good like original heroes.
Well,
Like Bruce Campbell is like Sonic Boom. That's a cool.
Well, it's a good variety of powers because you got the classic ones like super strength and flight and
Yeah.
like fire power, but you also got some unique ones like plant control,
Glow in the dark.
glow in the dark,
Shapeshift
into a guinea pig, turn into a puddle of goop.
Yep.
And they got
Popsicle.
and they got cool ones like shape shifting and the power. Some of the powers effects are really good. I like the joke where the two guys that sexually harass that one girl and she freezes them, but they're still frozen like the next.
But no one like goes to check.
Well, she freezes them, so but they're still frozen like the next week.
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah, and like one of them just walks up and like knocks on them.
Yeah, and then she ends up with the fire guy because why not? Fire and ice.
Oh yeah.
If you
They hold
if you
hands.
remember. And then the glow dude and the guinea pig girl, they get together because I guess they.
Seriously, the big thing that
Why
drives
not?
this movie back is just the guy who plays Will Stronghold. That's literally the only complaint I have because
But Mary Elizabeth Winstead, come on, she's the best.
No, she's great,
Yeah.
but him as Will Stronghold, he doesn't fit.
Yeah, that's true. He's very generic.
Because he's supposed to be, kind of awkward, but then once he gets his powers, he's supposed to be like, yeah. He's so monotone.
He plays the role of the regular, average the main character
But they
guy.
they needed to get someone else.
Who gives him
Also, what's
personality.
really weird is he's short.
He is really short.
He's really short.
He's shorter
And-
than Daniel.
And when you're a stronghold, you're supposed to be to be like.
I guess that's the contrast. I like the fact that he has both flight and strength. That's kind of fun.
Yeah, he got both of them.
Yeah, because they established a rule that most superhero kids, it's like the wizard world in Harry Potter.
Yeah.
It's usually one superpowered and one non-powered.
Yeah, you either are a wizard or you're a mudblood.
Yeah, but
It's like
but it's the
a
thing.
muggle, mudblood. Which one, mudblood?
Which one are you talking about?
Harry Potter. When you don't have powers, you're a
Muggle.
Muggle. Mudblood is what they call.
Mudblood
is wizard and a normal dude.
No, Mudblood is a wizard born into a Muggle family.
That's like Hermione.
Yeah, pretty much.
See, I hate Harry Potter, but I know stuff about it. I hate it so much.
Why?
But I know way too much about it.
Anyway, I love it. But yeah, it's like that where it's either one superpowered, one superhero or supervillain.
Yep.
And then some with regular powers, or it's both or neither.
Yeah.
And the kid gets the powers whenever. It's pretty much wizards in Harry Potter.
This movie had a budget of $35 million.
Nice.
It had a box office, which means it was released in cinemas, which I never thought of for some reason. I just never thought it was released in cinemas.
It was briefly
Yeah.
released, and then Disney pulled it back.
$86 million. So it made some money
That's
back.
not bad.
IMDb,
Then again, Disney.
yeah, IMDb gave it a 6.2. Unfair.
That's understandable.
Rotten Tomatoes critic review is 73%. That's fair. The audience review is
Fair enough.
57.
Okay.
It's a great movie. It's great. It's
I
fun.
like-
It's fun.
I think it's fun.
Yeah.
It's very campy, but it's really fun.
Yeah, there's there's good, It has a really weird soundtrack. The majority of the movie is covers of original songs.
Yeah, it's.
Like the first, like
there's a lot of
the
music,
first song is
and it annoyed me. At that
is a
point.
cover of Tears for Fears.
Yeah.
It's Everybody Wants to Rule the World, but it's a cover.
It annoyed me at some
And then they play a Spendle Ballet's True whenever he sees Gwen Grayson.
Yeah.
They just threw two names together. They followed the mob. Yeah, True but it's a cover. It's not the original one.
It's weird.
You know, they did the Marvel thing where they went, all right, Reed Richards, alliteration. So Gwen Grayson. Dick Grayson. Done.
They've only.
Let's go.
I'm reading the names list. They only did that once.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. Because Will Stronghold, like,
Yeah.
it's not.
Well, the only one is Steve Stronghold, so that's the only one.
Yeah, but
Then again, but not many of them have superhero names. It's just the Commander or Jetstream and
yeah.
everyone else.
What would you want a sequel to be?
Well, I was thinking about this when I was watching this. Why
Same.
couldn't this be a TV show? I feel like this would have been a lot better. I know budget, but I feel like this would have been better if it were just a regular TV show. Like in the same way as Wizards of Waverly Place, but it's not a secret. They just go to superhero high school. I feel like that would have made this. I don't know.
I don't think I would have liked it as much.
No, but I think it would be neat. You got like different superheroes and supervillains.
I think for me,
It's like a supervillain every week or whatever. I think that kind of would have been neat.
I don't know. I think an idea maybe is that the Commander and Jetstream are deciding to retire. No, this is the idea. They're deciding to retire, and so they just
And give Will the lair.
yeah, and so they decide that the only thing we can really do now, to be honest, is try and be, work at Sky High. So like they try and both be like a joint principal, replace Linda Carter, and then Will has to deal with, I don't know, something. But if it's older, actually, if they did like a jump by like, I don't know, 30 years or something, Nathan Fillion should play Will Stronghold.
Wow.
Because I love Nathan Fillion.
Yeah, might as well let him do everything.
Yeah, exactly. Let him do everything.
Yeah. Is that it for Sky High?
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
Sky High's great.
Alright, well, my next one is Hancock. Hey, it's a superhero movie not based on anything.
Is Jason Bateman in that?
No, you're...
Or is that Luke
Wait,
Wilson?
hold on. It's...
Is it Jason Bateman or Luke Wilson? It's one of them.
No, it's Jason Bateman.
Oh god.
So...
I love Jason Bateman. I
don't know.
I don't like him I only like him when he's Michael Bluth in
Okay. Look, I don't
Arrested Development.
I don't believe in guilty pleasures because I just say like what you like and do whatever you want. But if you want to talk about guilty pleasures, Hancock is a guilty pleasure of mine.
I like
because I really like it. I think it's fun. I think it's really dumb and stupid.
Yeah.
And the ending is terrible, but
Oh my
I
God.
do like it. It's pretty funny.
She used to be the side.
Oh,
She
it's not
was
that.
with him.
Oh, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the very, very end. Where
Oh,
he,
you mean in the sky or whatever?
no, when he puts a heart on the moon
Yeah.
because it's his logo. Anyway, so Hancock.
So bad.
We didn't talk about the plot of Sky High at all. I just noticed.
Uh,
I don't think we need to.
Sky High's
It's superheroes, but in a high school.
it's superheroes in high school, exactly.
It's Harry Potter, but superheroes.
Yep.
There. Okay.
That's yeah.
yeah.
That's a really good description
Yeah.
of it because even like with the parents being
Yeah.
the villain. Yep.
Hancock is about Will Smith. He's a Superman kind of guy, but he's a real asshole,
He's a bum.
and no one likes him, even though he's a hero. But he just kind of has to do it. And so Jason Bateman's like, I'm gonna make you a more marketable superhero. And he's like, okay, fine, whatever. And that's pretty much the movie.
Yeah.
I like the fact that this is Will Smith's most asshole role. I kind of wanted to see him be an asshole in more stuff. Because we kind of got that in Suicide Squad even, but he was still kind of the nice guy.
Because he had a kid.
Yeah, even though he was a supervillain, but I kind of wish he was more of a dick in more stuff.
Yeah.
Because he's more of a...
I think The Rock suffers from that as well.
He's more of a smart ass.
They'll never
else.
make The Rock a villain. Even though he's Black Adam
Black
now.
Adam. They could make him a villain.
I hope they do, because it'll probably be the first time where he's a villain.
He was a villain in Get Smart.
He wasn't really. He
was the villain in Get Smart.
He was like...
He was the villain in Mummy Returns.
Yeah, but that was before he was... That was like, What I mean by villain, I mean like make him a villain. Make him kill someone.
You mean
a
like...
couple of kids.
You mean like Henry Cavill in Mission Impossible.
Exactly.
There
That worked because he's supposed to be the good because he's Superman. Everyone knows that. I think that really worked for that movie. Is everyone knew him as Superman, and then once he was a villain, everyone was like, "Oh shit,
Okay.
it works." Because he's fucking Superman.
I'm just reading some facts about Hancock. I'll just say.
Lay one down on me, brother.
I'm trying to think of stuff that I like in Hancock. I like the effects.
I like when he throws the kid up in the air. And then
That's really
catches him.
funny. I like when he. I like the whole argument where he just pushes the car out of the way, but he destroys the train anyway. Where he's like, "Well, I saved him. Whatever."
The bank shootout.
Yeah, the bank shootout, and he has the costume, and he's like, "I'm going to touch you.
Yeah, just
I want you to give me permission to touch you so I can carry you out to safety." Yeah, fine. Okay, I'm just making sure.
that has aged so well.
I know, but it's really funny.
The weird kid in the beginning, he goes, "Hello," and points to the thing, and he's like, "It's not my problem."
Bad guys.
And he's like, "Bad guys."
Okay.
And he's like,
Boom, Superman style, and then they play, "Boo, get
out the way. Get out
Of
the
course,
way.
because of course they do.
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, of course they do.
I think
Jason Bateman's all right. Who's the woman played by?
he's
him?
he's got what
His
what
wife.
I forgot. What does Hancock get his powers from?
They're aliens, I think.
I think
Let me.
I'm an alien that looks like Will Smith.
Yeah, they're both aliens or they're genetically engineered. Let me look at the
I really
actual
can't
film.
remember because all I remember is he gets stabbed or something or shot without powers or whatever.
No, because he's with the girl, and when they're close to each other, they both lose their powers.
Yeah, they cancel
So they
out each
have
other.
to stay away from each other.
Yeah,
Which doesn't make any sense.
yeah.
You think the closer they got, the more powerful they get. But
Yeah.
oh well.
Oh, it's like the reverse Wonder Twins.
Yeah, that reminds me.
It's like stay away. I don't
That
want
reminds
to.
me of one bit where he finds out that she has powers, and so what he does is that he gets 2 frying pans and just smashes her head, and nothing happens, just to like test it.
Fair enough.
And she doesn't even know because she's indestructible.
Yeah, imagine. Do you know what it reminds me of though? That whole bit about because whenever I think of like Hancock and then I start thinking about Jason Bateman and his wife and she having I just think of that shitty Ivan Reitman movie, my crazy
Ex-girlfriend.
superhero
I
ex-girlfriend
haven't seen
with
it.
Luke Wilson and Uma
Yeah, that
Thurman.
looks terrible. I haven't
It's
seen it.
it's a good concept. It's just really dumb.
Uh,
There's a bit where he's like, dude, she's crazy. She's just running rampant, and she drops a car through his roof, and it's just like, yep,
okay,
that is
so-
expected.
So looking at the Wikipedia plot, Hancock and Mary, that's the woman's name.
Who's she played by?
She's played by Charlize Theron.
Really?
Yeah.
Charlize Theron as
Mad Max Free Roam's own.
that's how Bill Burr says it. He goes,
Yeah.
he goes, you know that movie with Charlize Theron? That's how Bill Burr says it.
Okay, so I guess it doesn't really say that they're aliens or not, but they're invulnerable, immortal, and they have super strength, reflexes, and stamina. They have highly developed regeneration, and they can fly at supersonic speeds.
Cool.
It reveals that Hancock and Mary have been living on Earth for 3,000 years.
What the fuck?
They are the last of their kind, so I guess they're aliens. And they're brother and sister.
I'm not gonna say any racist.
But then later on, it's revealed that that they were actually husband and wife. So she lied about that. But then she chose to live a quiet life.
Luke Skywalker.
They got in a violent battle. She
Yeah.
chose to live a quiet life, and he lost his memories in that fight. So that's why he's like really hazy and whatever.
Do you know what this all this makes me want? It just makes me want the Invincible TV show to come out even sooner.
I thought you were gonna say it makes me want to read the prequel comic.
There's a prequel coming.
No, I don't think so.
I was like,
I doubt
because I was about to go, what?
I highly doubt it.
Yeah, I'm so looking forward to the Invincible TV show.
I still need to read it.
You haven't read Oh my gosh, the cast is great as well.
I know people say it's really good, but I just haven't had time.
J.K. Simmons is in it.
I'll read it when I can. You know, I'll try reading it next month.
Do you
How does that sound?
Do you know anything about it?
No. And don't tell me anything
Good.
about it because I want to go into
Because
it fresh.
you need to, because there's
Yeah.
a huge twist that it happens like I think maybe like the 4th or 5th issue in maybe, and that's what changes the entire story, and that's
Fair
what
enough.
makes it so awesome.
I'll
and
read
unique.
it. I'll read it when I can.
He's
But anyway,
he's a cool character.
But anyway, do you want to know
James
some interesting facts about Hancock?
Yep.
So the original screenplay was much darker. Hancock was supposed to be sexually frustrated because he couldn't have sex with women without killing them.
Jeez, it's
But the
it's Brody and Mallrats. You think she could get a suntan? He could kick a hole through her stomach.
there
It's
was
the
a
Lois
scene.
Lane.
There was a scene involving Hancock's explosive orgasm, but was removed from the final cut because Tess Darlington didn't find it funny. and so they made it PG-13 instead of R-rated.
I would have found that hilarious. I
Yeah.
just would have thought of Brody.
Oh well. I'm trying to think.
If he comes and shoots a rocket through her, I love Brody.
Will Smith describes Hancock as Steve Austin, but with superpowers.
Oh,
Yeah, the wrestler.
Cold Stone Steve Austin.
That's the one. Yeah.
You mean 369? The winner.
Okay, but so before Will Smith came
Fucking
into the
love Stone
picture,
Cold.
there was going to be George Clooney, Ben Affleck, Matt Damon, or Leonardo DiCaprio. Which one would you rather have? I'd rather have Ben Affleck out of all four of them.
I was gonna say Ben Affleck as well, but it's kind of sad.
But I think
'cause-
George Clooney would have been funnier.
I think it's kind of sad because Ben Affleck's a huge alcoholic and
That is true,
cocaine
yeah.
addict.
Might as well make it George Clooney.
Applesauce, bitch. George Clooney would be really weird.
or-
Because he'd be like, "Hi, I'm Hancock."
Or Dave Chappelle.
Yes, actually, that I love Will Smith. Get him out. Dave Chappelle would have been amazing as.
I don't
Oh
think,
my
I don't think
God.
he would have made it funny though.
No, he would have been amazing because everyone would have been like, "Oh, this is gonna be really funny." Why is it kind of serious?
Okay, so
And Dave Chappelle's a great actor. He's I think he's Little John in Robin Hood. Oh no, he's a Chew.
Okay.
That's his name. He goes, "My name's a Chew. Bless you." What? A Chew. Bless you. You're sneezing a lot. That's my name. Ah.
Okay, so
Because he's
I'm
African.
reading on the trivia that him and Mary may have been Egyptian gods or something like that. That's what I'm
So
reading. Here.
Hawkman and Hawkgirl style.
Kinda, but it says here that Hancock is supposed to be the Egyptian god Horus, hence the hawk.
And what? And she's
the
supposed to be
falcon.
Isis.
Doesn't Hatha, the wife of Horus.
Isis is. Oh wait, yeah, that makes sense. Isis is
Yeah.
like the Egyptian goddess of healing, I think, or something.
Yeah. Do you remember how he got the name Hancock?
Because he has a giant dick or something.
No, he got it because he lost his memory, and so he went to someone and then asked him to sign his name, and he said, "What's your John Hancock?" And he said, "What?" And so he just stuck with Hancock.
That reminds me of a joke in this, like a line in The Simpsons where Ned becomes the Simpsons landlord, and they have a Christian neighbor's about to move in, and he goes, "Just sign my John Hancock on the dock,"
I'm gonna look up John Hancock's signature.
because it's the Declaration, right?
It's the Declaration of Independence.
Yeah, that's what the John Hancock. Just put my John Hancock on the dock.
But I think his is the biggest one of. No, look,
What a man!
no, but literally, look, there's the Declaration, and his signature
Damn!
is the biggest out of them all.
That is what you call an alpha move.
Yeah, pretty
that
much.
is so fucking tight.
It's
to
a
just
pretty
be like,
it's a pretty legit looking signature too.
but dude,
I'd have that.
that is such a power play.
I know.
Because now, like, oh my god, imagine Bush. So Bush, imagine Washington being like, "Well, I'm the first president," and this dickhead's just written this shit.
That's
He's
like the Family Guy joke. When they go to Washington D.C., it's like, there's the Washington Monument and there's the Obama Monument.
the second he said that, I was like, oh shit, I forgot about that joke.
Yeah,
It's a bad joke.
Facts.
Anything else about Hancock?
I'm just looking up John Hancock.
John
Facts.
Hancock.
I think
on the dock.
I think everyone hated that. Everyone at the Declaration hated that he had a big signature because he's like, God, really, dude, come on. He's like, yeah.
Yeah. And he's like, don't worry. In a couple of years, they'll make a movie based on my name.
Exactly.
It's fine.
Starring Will Smith. Even though I don't know who he is.
It's like starring Will Smith. Who?
Will Smith.
Doesn't matter.
Okay, that's it for Hancock. What's
Okay.
your next one?
My next one, I don't know, because
We both talked about Sky High, so.
I'm gonna shift it. I'm gonna change my number 3.
Okay.
So my number 3 is gonna be my number 2 now. My number 2 is now gonna be number 3.
Now that I introduced Hancock, that's your number 1.
I hate you. So my number 3 is
Yeah, just-
Megamind.
Oh yeah, Megamind.
Megamind is so
We'll
good.
talk about Megamind.
I love Megamind. The director of Megamind, Tom Mitgarth.
Tom McGrath.
Do you know what else he did? Boss Baby.
Oh.
Yes!
Oh.
He's awesome. What's
Ugh.
really weird about the writers of
Not a
this
good
movie?
Yeah,
it's,
go on.
It's,
Go
the,
on.
it's the only thing they've written.
Yeah, you go on.
Like both the writers of this movie, one of them's Britt Simons. The only other thing he's written is Penguins of Madagascar, and the other guy, Alan Schoolcraft,
So DreamWorks stuff.
nothing. That's the only thing he's ever written.
What do you know?
How do you? He's probably like, I've done it. I don't need to write anymore.
Well, maybe
I'm
he just
done."
did. Maybe it's something else to do. I don't know.
Yeah, the movie was made for 130 million.
Mm.
The box office was 321 million.
That's not bad.
The IMDb is a 7.2.
I should look up Hancock's thing. Yeah, you go on.
And the Rotten Tomatoes review for both audience and critics is 72. Now, if you don't know the story of Megamind, basically the story of Megamind...
What is the story?
It is about a man, a supervillain, an alien who's really smart, who's had a long-time rival.
So Brainiac.
Yeah. He's had a long-time rival with a superhero called Metro Man.
So Superman.
Yep. And one day he kills Metro Man.
Nice.
Successfully. And then he tries to deal with not having a superhero, and he comes up with ideas, and it's a really good movie, and Will Smith is in it.
Yeah, I really like it.
Will Smith, Will Ferrell. You got me thinking about Hancock. God damn it.
Speaking of which, the budget of Hancock was 150 million. Guess how much it made?
82.
Higher.
500.
Higher.
What?
$624 million.
What the fuck?
Yeah. 41% of Rotten Tomatoes.
Do you know why? Will Smith. Because the
No,
post.
do you know why?
Because the post is just Will Smith's face. Because they were like, "What is that? This is his face."
Will Smith.
Let's see what this is about.
Oh man,
That's
it's Will Smith. Okay, yeah. So back to Megamind.
Jeez.
Sorry, I forgot about that. Yeah, go on.
Megamind's great.
Yeah, I really like Megamind.
I don't know why.
It might be my favorite DreamWorks movie.
There's just a really weird. I
I'm gonna
don't
look.
get. No, my favorite DreamWorks movie is Blades of Glory.
No, animated. I mean.
Yeah, Blades of Glory.
Animated.
But in Megamind, this is just a really weird thing. Why? Like,
wow, they've made a lot.
I love how Megamind pronounces things incorrectly.
Shul. Spider.
Oh, the spider, and he goes, "Hello, it's hello." I love
Well,
that.
he's an isolated man.
Yeah,
so,
it's funny. It makes
yeah.
sense. But I think it's.
I like that Metro Man's just a smug prick all the way through.
And I love you, random citizen.
Even after he reveals, yeah, I faked my death, he's still kind of a smug prick. Because
Yeah.
he's like, now music man.
Oh, music man.
That's me now.
Dun, dun, dun. All the,
I got eyes
all the
that
vo-
can see right through lead.
oh,
That's a good
I
joke.
was about to say it's a big up to Superman.
Yeah, that's
It's
a
like,
good joke.
mm.
That's a good joke. I like that.
A bit of trivia: Simon Pegg was considered for a Titan instead of Jonah Hill. I think Jonah Hill fits it too
I
well.
prefer Jonah Hill.
There was like a bunch of 50 ninjas, and I had to beat them all up, and they were crying or whatever.
There is no Tooth Fairy. There is no Easter Bunny,
And there is no Queen of England.
It's a meme.
This
now.
whole
I love it.
movie's like full of really good jokes.
Oh yeah, that's quite a few great.
The animation's really good. Still for 2010.
Well, I noticed this with DreamWorks. They do really good because all the animation studios have their thing. I think.
Yeah.
Pixar, I think, looks the best out of everyone.
Because they're really into textures. I've noticed
They're really into
that.
textures. They're really into detail, and they're really into movement as well.
Yeah.
Because it took him like a year to figure out how to get that octopus to work in Finding Dory.
Oh, I thought you were about to say the octopus. I think there's an octopus in Toy Story 3, like a toy octopus.
Oh yeah.
I was like, what?
I think that was the base, but you know the octopus in Finding Dory. It took him
Yeah.
like a year or more to figure out how to get that thing to work.
I'd get. Yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah.
Because you can make it.
Because it's
look,
an octopus.
Yeah, exactly. Because it's like you can make it look like a cartoon or make it look real.
They have that fine line.
So it's really hard to try and. But in Megamind, there's like really small details like on the character design. Like Megamind's ears are slightly red up top. Like they
Yeah,
have a
transparent. Yeah.
Yeah, which is like really cool.
Oh yeah. What I mean is like yeah. Pixar they have really great detail. Disney I think have the best. They have the best stylistic animation. I feel.
What? Yeah.
Because
I was thinking. I was like, oh yeah, like Snow White.
No, I mean like Frozen, Tangled, Zootopia.
Oh, I was thinking like drawn cartoon. I was thinking like.
Oh, yeah.
I was thinking like Atlantis.
Yeah, that too as well.
Michael J. Fox is Atlantis. Whoa.
Yeah, but I think DreamWorks have the best motion filled thing because the fight scenes in Megamind are really good. Like the fight
Kung
between
Fu Panda.
Oh yeah, and Kung Fu Panda.
They do it
How to
really
Train-
well.
How to Train Your Dragon when they're all flying around. Yeah, but I mean like
That's my impression of Jay Berthold.
but I mean like the fight between Megamind and Titan when he's in the big robot and they're sword fighting with the lampposts.
Yeah.
That's really good. And like every time they fly, it's all really like powerful and great.
Yeah.
Yeah, they do motion really really well.
I love
Even though they do really weirdly realistic looking animation
yeah.
for their characters, which are
One thing that's really strange about Megamind is all the jokes, like all the superhero jokes, are really well written. Like,
Oh, yeah.
like the reference. It's like if you haven't seen Superman like the first one, you wouldn't realize that he's like doing a riff on Marlon Brando as Jor-El. Where he's
Yes.
like, he's my creature. He goes,
Unfathomable.
unfathomable. I'm what? Unfathomable. What? Without fathom. Whoa.
Yeah.
I'm like, without fathom.
I saw,
Whoa.
I saw a video comparing Shark Tale to Shrek 2
Why?
because this guy Shay Frillis, he's a YouTuber. He does really good.
Oh, he
videos.
didn't. Isn't it the same director? Or is it the same writer? Someone.
Right, or something like that. But he did a review of Shark Tale and how bad it was. But he did a thing about how pop culture references and references in general.
And Shrek 2, yeah.
Yeah, but like pop culture references, you can put them in there, but make sure that's not the focus. Like have the joke or whatever work without it being a reference to anything. Like in Shrek 2, they have the ring.
Yeah.
Like she has they make a wedding ring, and then Shrek accidentally flips it up, and then they do the Lord of the Rings camera trick, and it puts it on there. Like that joke and whatever works without it being Lord of the Rings. Because you just think, oh, it's just a cool looking thing for that.
One of my favorite.
While in Shark Tale, it's just you can't handle the truth.
Yeah,
I'm not entertained.
And he's doing the whole
It's just
thing.
him doing.
You had me at hello.
It's just
from Jerry Maguire.
It's just
like,
references and yeah.
and there's literally a bit where he goes, "You had me at hello." Oh,
And-
it doesn't work.
and it's the
like,
same
yeah,
in
no shit.
Megamind where they have a bunch of superhero references, but it
Oh,
works.
no.
Yeah, but it works because you wouldn't even know that it's from that and whatever.
Speaking of Shrek 2, one of my favorite pop culture references is when they do knights instead of cops. And they go, got a bag of catnip? That's not mine.
I
love it. It's such a dumb
I like
joke.
the Farbucks. How they're in
Farbucks,
Farbucks, and then they destroy Farbucks, and they go to another Farbucks across the street. That's really good. I like that.
Oh, man.
Oh, okay, yeah, go on.
I can't think of anything. Megamine's just a really good movie.
It is really good.
Yeah, I think it's really strange for a kids movie. It seems really, it's quite advanced for a kids movie, which I always appreciate. For some reason,
Will Ferrell gives it his all in this movie.
Will Ferrell, yeah. There's bits where I don't.
And Brad Pitt.
The
as well.
only time I realize it's Will Ferrell is when he yells.
Yeah, it's a legit cast as well. Will Ferrell, Brad Pitt, Tina Fey. Yeah,
Jonah Hill.
Jonah Hill.
David Cross.
Yeah, David Cross.
as
He's
Minion.
Minion.
I actually really like David Cross as Minion.
I'm your space stepmom.
Good luck with you, Jane. I will. That doesn't make sense. I know. It's very quotable. I love
quotable.
one bite from Arachnid's death, even the slightest, and he just slaps him.
Okay.
It's warming up. The sun's warming up. Yeah. All right then. That's what I have to say about Megamind. Megamind's great.
Okay, sweet. Well, since we already talked about Sky High, you kind of took that from me, so I'm gonna add another one in there.
Oh no.
I don't know if we should count this as a superhero movie.
You're gonna say the Rocketeer?
No, I'm not gonna say the Rocketeer. I'm gonna say this is gonna be a really weird middle ground because it's a DreamWorks movie. It's sort of a rip-off of the Avengers, but it's something completely different. Rise of the Guardians. Do you know what that is?
Yeah, I saw it in cinemas actually.
Yeah, there you go. So Rise of the Guardians. There you go.
How's it a superhero movie?
Well, I don't know. I'm just thinking out the top of my head. So
You should have wrote a list like me.
I should have. Yeah.
Hear this?
You know,
Paper.
I got a real one.
I got paper. I hate trees.
You know,
Sorry.
I got a real one. I'll talk about the real one, but I just want to talk briefly about Rise of the Guardians. It's fine.
No, that's DreamWorks, right?
Yeah, it's DreamWorks.
We don't have to do that. I've got on my list here. Remember DreamWorks movies. Best DreamWorks movies.
Okay. We can.
So we'll save that for best
Okay.
DreamWorks movies.
Okay, but the real one that I have, The Incredibles.
Yep.
That's not on your list.
That's my number one.
Okay, good. There you go.
Damn it.
Okay, well, we'll skip on. Okay, do you want to skip on The Incredibles and we'll talk?
Yeah,
about
let's
another
keep
one?
that the last one. What's
Okay.
your other one then?
Well, it's Ben 10 Race Against Time.
Oh my god, I hate you.
It is.
I hate you so much.
It's a superhero movie, not based on a comic book. Screw you.
with your Omnitrix right here by your bedside.
Screw you. We're talking about it.
Did you just rip this off?
It broke. So
Oh man.
yeah, it broke. So yeah, it does that.
I could. Nah. I was about to say, if you gave me this and gave me like a week, I could no joke make it like.
I'm planning on making real ones. So.
No, I mean like repaint all of this and actually make it onto an actual one. But
I'm planning on doing that later.
that's another time.
But anyway, so Ben 10
Still
Race.
looking for a green leather jacket.
I found one online, but it's really expensive. Anyway, so Ben 10 Race Against Time. This is just an excuse for me to talk about Ben 10 and how much Ben 10's the best. So Ben 10.
Can you tell the audience what I'm pointing at right now?
Okay, well, look, this is just Race Against Time. I'm not going to talk about the show, just Race Against
What
Time.
am I pointing at here?
I know there's a Ben 10 thing right there, but let's just talk Race Against Time because I got nothing else for this.
Damn it! Fine.
So Ben 10 Race Against Time is based on the Ben 10 cartoon show.
It's a live action telling of Ben 10. It's weird that it's just an episode.
Directed by Alex Winter.
Yeah, that's weird.
Bill himself from
Yeah.
Bill and Ted's Excellent and Bogus Adventure.
But I find it weird that Ben 10 Race Against Time is not like a live action retelling of like the first episode or something.
Yeah,
like that.
it's just
It's set after the summer.
Yeah.
And he's back in town and he's just dealing with another alien threat.
Yeah.
Like that to me is the weirdest part of this whole movie.
I appreciate it. I appreciate that than most like
Oh god, yeah. I don't want it to be a live action retelling
No,
of Ben
but-
getting the Omnitrix.
Yeah, but even like for making a TV show into a movie, that's how it should be done. It's like the
Yeah.
Simpsons movie. The Simpsons movie is just one long episode.
Also,
but it works.
Also, it's not canon, but also not really.
Yeah.
I'll get into that. But basically, in this movie, Ben, he's back in Bellwood and he's trying to be normal again because Grandpa Max said so. But he has to deal with this time travel alien guy named Eon, and shenanigans ensue. I can see you squirming in the background, be like, "Why is he talking about this?" Hey, it's a superhero movie not based on a comic. Okay, it counts.
Makes me sad.
It counts. Okay.
Makes me sad.
I'm talking about some facts about Ben. I'll say this: the Omnitrix, the effects themselves, they vary, but
Grey matter.
gray matter,
The
yeah.
grey matter. There was the grey matter face.
God.
That is amazing.
And Wild Mutt is not good.
Wild Mutt's face. Wait, doesn't Diamond Head have a really dumb looking?
No, Diamond Head looks cool.
No, I mean, but like when he
Oh,
transforms.
the transformation. Yeah, that looks dumb.
Show me.
I'll bring it up.
You have to show me. Okay, I think it's all right.
I like it. Look, for a Cartoon Network, it's a Cartoon Network movie, so
Yeah, I think what's smart but also dumb is how they realize like, oh shit, we can't do all 10 aliens. So
Yeah,
let's
Let's do
stick to like
5.
5 or 6.
Yeah, why
Keep it
not?
like that. All right,
you
let's
go,
see.
yeah.
Look at his face. It's like it's
Yeah.
the weakest punch.
yeah, bam, yeah. There
He's
you go.
just, he's just showing
He's
me when he
growing
transforms
diamonds.
into Diamond Head. His face. Oh, he goes bald. It's really creepy, and his eyes move.
But Diamond Head himself looks pretty.
Yeah,
cool.
he looks really cool, but his eyes move. His eyes move from like his mouth to the top of his. Look at this weak punch. Go back to the beginning. I want to see the weak punch he gets. Get out of here, man!
Yeah, he's not. He's not a good actor at all.
What
No,
about
no,
Race
he's-
Against? Not Race Against Time. Ben 10 Alien Force. The
Oh, Alien Swarm.
Alien Swarm.
I think that's better, but
that's fucking dope.
I think that's better, but I prefer Race Against Time
When
because
I-
it's more fun.
Speaking of that, when I was watching Sky High, the bit with the flame
Heat
guy,
Blast looks cool too.
with the guy with the flame guy, and
Flame Dude, yeah.
and what's her name?
Plant Girl.
Yeah,
Oh, Danielle Pennebaker, yeah.
yeah, they're the perfect Kevin and Gwen.
Yeah, you're right. You know what?
I was watching it and I'm like, holy shit, it's just them. I'm like, she's got
And
a
so what?
head.
And so what? Will Stronghold is Ben Tennyson? No.
No, I just mean those two like individually. If they were cast in anything
yeah,
else,
that's
they
true,
would
yeah.
make really good Gwen and Kevin.
That reminds me of a thing in Sky High remember when the whole thing is like she's trying to fake dating him so he can get Will's attention because she has a crush on him.
Yeah, what I really like about it, he just goes, yeah. If you want to make Stronghold feel bad, I'm in. I'm like,
Yeah, but I like the little detail where she tries to be all cutesy with him, but then they're holding hands, but then he just burns her hand and be like, "Don't call me cute,"
yeah, he just goes.
and just leaves.
That is.
That is funny. I like that.
Sorry to get back into Sky High, and we've already talked about it. That is still when he just goes, "Get out of my house."
Yeah, that's
You bitch.
yeah. We were talking about that before.
The most human thing to do.
Because usually in stuff like that, because basically, Mary Elizabeth Winstead tells Danielle Pennebaker how like, oh yeah, he knows you have a crush on her. He doesn't like you. He wants to be popular now, and so she leaves. And then Will's like, "What'd you say to her?" And then she said, "What?" And then she said, "Oh, I made her leave because you know you don't.
You have to hang out with the heroes, not the sidekicks."
And then he said, "Get out, then. I don't want to be friends with you anymore.
Yeah, she's
I want
my
to get back
friend.
to get back to my real friends." And then yeah, that's cool. I
It's
like
the
that.
most human thing ever.
Yeah, I like that. That's
Yeah.
cool.
Anyway,
Yeah,
Ben 10.
Yeah, Heat Blast is cool.
Yeah.
Uh,
What would you want if they made a live action like a proper if like they got a budget Cartoon Network and they went.
It's been in the works for years, and I don't.
I
think
know,
it's
but what
happening.
would you want, and who would you want to write it or direct it?
Well, originally they were gonna get who were they gonna get? They were gonna get someone to direct it, but that's in
Really?
no. They were, hang on, I'm gonna look actually. Ben 10.
I know who. I think
action.
Travis Knight should do it.
Oh, the guy who did Bumblebee.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll be good.
Well, he's too busy doing Uncharted, which I am so fucking excited for.
Mhm.
Tom Holland as Nathan Drake, young Nathan Drake, that's cool. Marky Mark as Victor Sullivan, I'm in. And then directed by Travis Knight. It might be the best superhero
Superhero movie.
It might be the best video game movie ever made just from that alone.
I've never done anything with Uncharted, so I don't care.
The Mortal Kombat movie that's coming out, I'm really looking forward to that.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that.
Well,
too.
mostly because it has actors, martial art actors I love who don't get any credit.
Hang on.
Louis Tang, he has a mysterious role.
There you go, Joel Silver.
Joel, what did he do?
He has done
Nothing. Absolutely fuck all.
Hang on, I think he's like a producer at like Warner Brothers or something.
Yeah, probably.
There you go, film producer. Yeah.
Well, has he directed anything ever?
No, he just directed a bunch of stuff. He directed.
Oh, I'm sorry for yawning.
The Matrix.
This is so fucking boring talking
directed
about
the
Ben
Matrix
10.
stuff. Hey,
Oh, what?
hey.
Yeah, well.
Look at this. It's all I got. Okay, what do you want me to talk about then?
Dun, 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 dun.
But yeah, Ben 10's great. We'll talk about it
Yeah,
later.
yeah,
Anyway,
yeah.
fine. We'll go to the next one. The Incredibles. It's really good.
I think yeah. That I'm gonna change it around
is-
now.
it is the best
I'm
one.
gonna. What does Fergie say? I'm gonna flip it, trick it, and reverse it, or whatever that fucking
Nice.
Black Eyed Peas. That's a Black Eyed Peas song.
Huh.
Fergie says it.
Good.
I'm gonna change my number one.
What?
Okay.
To what?
So my number two now
Are we still talking about the Incredibles?
is the Incredibles. Yes, number two is now the Incredibles for me.
Okay, what's number one then?
We'll have to save it later, but I do have some honorable mentions.
Okay.
Honorable mentions, which I'll talk after we talk about the Incredibles.
Okay, so the Incredibles.
Holy shit!
Let's finally talk about that.
What an amazing movie.
It is great. It's my favorite Pixar film.
Same. Yeah. It's either that or Ratatouille. And your favorite director?
Yeah, Brad Bird.
Brad
Yes,
Bird?
he's great.
This is a really cool bit of trivia about the movie.
I pulled up trivia too, so go on.
Brad Bird came up with the idea in the 90s because he wanted to base the movie on his experience of balancing his career and his family life.
Oh yeah.
Which makes
That's
him
neat.
even cooler.
Well, it is.
'Cause
That's pretty much what this is.
But that's what I love about all those movies. They mean something to him,
Yeah.
especially the Iron Giant.
Trying to have a look.
It has an IMDb, an 8 out of 10.
Yeah.
A critics review on Rotten Tomatoes 97, audience review 75, which is heresy.
Yeah.
That is treason.
Okay.
It was made for 92 million and it made 631 million.
That's good.
It made a lot, yeah. It made almost 6 times its original.
I just read this little piece of trivia.
What?
We don't need to talk about the plot of The Incredibles because people know what that
It's
is.
The Incredibles, yeah,
Yeah.
exactly. We don't have to.
It's a superhero family Pixar film. Really great. Watch it.
Yeah.
Incredibles 2 is actually pretty good. I like that a lot. Jason Lee, who did Syndrome, he recorded his he recorded his stuff in 4 days.
Yeah, I listened to a round table. There used to be a TV show called The Round Table.
Yeah.
Where it used to be hosted by Jon Favreau. He used to get a bunch of actors and talk about it.
Yeah.
And one episode, Kevin Smith hosted it, and it's one of the best anything that's ever existed in pop culture.
Kiwis.
Hosted by Kevin Smith. His guests are Jason Lee, J.J. Abrams,
Oh.
Mark Hamill, and Stan Lee.
Okay, that's nice.
And it's awesome.
That's
and,
nice.
And Kevin Smith's like, Jason, so how did the Incredibles go? And he said, I went in the studio, went for 4 days, recorded a bunch of lines on my own, left, and then never heard anything for the next 2 years, and then it got released.
Well, that's the thing. Jason Lee recorded stuff for 4 days. Craig T.
Yeah.
Nelson, who does Mission Incredible, did it for 2 years.
Yeah, exactly. He said he waited 2 years, and it just came out, and he was like, okay. And he said it's probably one of his favorite roles he's done.
Yeah, it's really good.
That's
let me think.
The Round Table. Anybody, they should watch it. It is amazing because J.J. Abrams also talks about how he got Mission Impossible and how Tom Cruise has scary power in Hollywood. Mark Hamill talks about being Luke
The
Skywalker.
Joker. And the Joker, yeah.
And Stanley talks about how he was always embarrassed to say he used to write comic books because everyone used to think it was for kids. It's so amazing because they all just go for it.
Yeah.
There's actually one episode of The Round Table where Jon Favreau is hosting it, and he goes, I've been busy recently because someone asked him, what are you doing now? And he's like, I've been busy recently scouting locations for this Christmas movie I'm making. They're like, you're making a Christmas movie? And he goes, it's about a human elf. Will Ferrell's playing him, and he goes, I hope it goes well. And I'm like,
Sounds neat.
yeah, and they all go, wow. They go, that Will Ferrell, he's tall, and they're like, yeah, that's the whole joke. And they're like, that's actually really funny. And it's like, and it's amazing to see this is before Elf was fucking huge, and everyone watches it every Christmas. I love
Neat.
Elf.
You know, I watched the first 10 minutes of Elf and I turned it off
What?
because I had stuff to do.
I love Elf.
To be fair, I watched both Home Alone movies, so I guess I was kind of Christmas movie
Bastard.
I was Christmas movie.
I love Elf.
Elf is all right.
Elf is great. Seeing the size of these toilets, they're ginormous.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite Will Ferrell movies.
I think I'm more annoyed by Elf than I. It's fine.
Dun, 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 dun.
I don't know. I think I'm just sick of it by this point. Anyway, continue. Continue.
The Incredibles is amazing. I love Jason Lee. It's one of my favorite Jason Lee roles.
Mm.
It's probably my second. My first favorite is still Brody Bruce.
Yeah. Oh, okay.
Brody Bruce from Mallrats.
Yeah, there you go.
What the fuck is happening here? Just because a guy reads comic books, you don't think you can start shit?
Oh man.
You still love him.
I don't think what else.
My
I don't
libido?
think we could say anything else. The Incredibles, because everything's been said.
Yeah, I think I love the design of it. How it's all 50s esque.
Okay.
Like it's exactly what I think like a superhero radio show would look like.
That's fair. Well, I think The Incredibles
is awesome.
It's a really interesting direction for CGI in movies in general.
It's the best Fantastic Four movie ever made.
All that, and I think in terms of because I forgot who pointed that, but The Incredibles is probably the first CGI movie to focus on CGI humans.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like I can't
Where,
think,
yeah, where humans
where
are the
humans
main
are the main characters, because before it was like Toy Story or ants or
sharks.
sharks. Yeah.
Woody Allen. What do you mean? Huh? I'm just,
Yeah,
I'm just
but
an
this
average
is
guy.
the first movie where they have actual CGI humans, and that was a big problem because Uncanny Valley and whatever. But I think they got around this by making them just cartoons, but
Yeah.
they're 3D, and that's because Brad Bird is a
genius.
but he's a character designer.
Yeah.
Because he designed the characters in Iron Giant and a bunch of other stuff, and he did it for The Incredibles as well. So he made them all cartoon because you know how Mr. Incredible is like very top heavy and has a big jaw and whatever.
And a smallish head, and Holly Hunter is Elastigirl. She has really skinny arms. She has really skinny
Yeah.
arms, but she has a really
I
wide
saw this really neat thing where it's all shapes. Where Mr. Incredible's a square. No wait, yeah, Mr. Incredible's a square. Elastigirl is kind of like an hourglass thing.
Yeah.
And Violet is just a stick with a big ball because that's her head.
And what's Dash?
Dash is like a little triangle, I think, or like an upside down triangle.
That makes sense.
And Jack is just a little ball.
Yeah, that actually makes sense because his head's larger at the top and his head.
Yeah.
Jack, I love. It's just that's why Brad Bird's so cool. Like he's one of the people in Hollywood who just does not get credit like as much as he should.
Yeah, it's a shame. I wish he got more work. But at the same time, I don't want him to do too much. Like,
Hello?
oh, that's my dog. Yeah, she does that. It's just breathing. Yeah.
I think your dog's died. Hold on, I'm gonna
Listen,
listen.
record it.
Damn it, she stopped doing it. Oh well.
Oh no, you might hear it anyway.
Yeah, you might hear it anyway. Okay.
What was I saying? I completely forgot.
Talking about the shapes of the characters, and Brad Bird needs more credit.
Yeah, I don't think I don't want him to be super popular because that's what I kind of like about him because he does a lot of work and doesn't.
Yeah.
I don't think it's not that he wants credit, but I think he doesn't mind that he doesn't do really big stuff.
It's like because like for the average movie, like for not big movie fan, everyone knows who Tarantino is. Everyone knows who Christopher Nolan is. Spielberg. Yeah. Everyone knows him. So like my favorite director is Sam Raimi. I'm like,
but everyone knows who he is.
A lot of people don't. This is the thing. You say Sam Raimi, they go, who? You say Spider-Man, Tobey Maguire, and they go, oh, but that's the only thing they know him for. They don't know him for Evil Dead, Darkman.
Well, yeah, because Spider-Man's the most popular thing that he's done.
Oz the Great and Powerful.
Yeah, that's terrible.
I love that movie.
It's terrible.
My Bruce Campbell cameo's in it. He's one of the guards.
Is he?
Yeah, I think.
I've only seen it twice, and I don't want to see it.
I saw it in the cinemas. I fucking loved it.
Why'd you see it in the cinemas?
Because I was like 12.
Ugh.
And I love Sam Raimi.
Ugh.
I was like, it's Sam Raimi, Spider-Man, I'm in.
Ugh.
And I actually enjoyed it. No joke, I actually really enjoy it. I think it's one of those movies that gets. It's like there's two movies that people shit on, and I hate them for that.
Ugh.
Oz the Great and Powerful.
God, it's terrible.
And this angers me. The Lone Ranger. I love the Lone Ranger.
Wait, the Johnny Depp Armie Hammer one?
Yes,
That's fine.
love it. I love it so fucking much.
It's very long.
It's so cool. Seriously, the train sequence at the end, one of the greatest action sequences in any movie. It is so well done. So awesome. I love that movie. This is a damn robbery. I love this whole movie. Well, let me guess, you boxed in law school.
No, I just think Oz the Great and Powerful because I'm
Because James Franco and Zach Braff.
He's actually not bad in the movie, and I like the only things that I really like in Oz the Great and Powerful is I like James Franco and I like the little China doll girl.
Oh yeah.
Those are the only things
What
that
about Zach Braff flying monkey?
Ugh, no, he was annoying.
What about Mila Kunis?
Oh god, she was awful.
It's like her. Have you ever seen Max Payne?
One of the worst performances I've ever seen.
You ever
in a
seen
movie.
Max Payne?
No,
the
I haven't
movie?
seen Max Payne.
Do you know what Max Payne's about?
No, what's it about?
Max Payne's a video game movie. May I add, Max Payne is probably my favorite, one of my favorite game series. It's about a cop. It's about a. I think he's from New Jersey.
2008.
He's a New Jersey cop who basically his wife and
A New York co-op.
this is the thing. The movie is different to the games. The first game is about how his wife and his child, who was a baby, which is still fucked up, were
Chris
both
O'Donnell.
murdered.
Oh, man.
They were murdered, so he goes after the gang to try and find out why they were murdered, and it's a whole drug thing. The movie has angels.
Chris O'Donnell's in it. Why?
Dude, the movie has angels.
Just angels.
No, like unrelated. The games are not. They have nothing to do with magic or anything. They're realistic. The only thing that's not realistic is they're famous for slow mo. You're able to jump in the air and like shoot in slow motion. That's the big game mechanic.
Fair enough.
But the movie has fucking angels. For no reason. It looks awesome. It looks
Why
like the
not?
games. But Mila Kunis is in it, and she's supposed to be like this hard, savvy, and she always has a submachine gun. But then she stands and then she goes, "Now what do you oh god," it's like, shut up, literally shut up, mate.
It's a shame that Mila Kunis is in a lot of bad stuff because I actually like her as an actress.
You like Friends with Benefits with Justin Timberlake?
That's actually not a bad movie. I don't mind that. That's probably the best thing that she's been in because Ted's horrible. I'm sorry, Ted is horrible.
I love Ted.
Ted's horrible.
I want my Teddy.
Oz the Great and Powerful's bad. Whatever you said sounds bad, so I'm not gonna watch
Sounds
that.
bad. Max Payne.
Whatever you said.
Max
yeah.
Payne's a really good game series.
Oh man.
And yeah, the third one's probably the best one. The third one, he becomes a
And-
security guard.
And her character
Brazil.
Meg got shafted in Family Guy because why not? That's the
Shut
joke.
up, Meg.
Because that's the joke. Why not? Yeah, it's a shame. I actually like her as an actress. But anyway,
What else has she been? It doesn't matter. Who gives a flying fuck?
I'm looking it up right
Black
now.
Swan.
Oh yeah, she's great in that. There
That's
you
her
go.
best role.
Yeah,
Black-
she's
Black
amazing.
Swan.
That's her best role. There
Yep.
you go. She's amazing in that.
Okay.
Yeah. There you go. We settled on it.
Well, we talked about The Incredibles.
She's the best in Black Swan. No, we're talking about Oz the Great and Powerful.
Oh, for fucking no! Before that, okay, let's go all the way back to The Incredibles.
Yeah.
The Incredibles
I don't
is
think there's
great.
anything. I don't think there's much else to say. It's
No.
just great.
Okay, so
Oh yeah. What are your honorable mentions? Because I want to talk about Benton Race Against Time. So let's go. Quick. Let's go.
I still have my number one.
Benton Race Against Time.
I have my number one
Yeah.
still.
Benton Race Against Time.
So
I know, you said it.
my honorable
We
mentions.
talked about.
My honorable mentions are Defender.
What's that about?
It's really weird. It's a Woody Harrelson movie
Defender.
where he
Not the Defenders.
no Defender, where he's a guy who dresses up as a superhero called the Defender, and he's looking for he's trying to find his arch nemesis. He's called like Captain something, Captain Nervous or Captain Pain.
Dolph Lundgren.
What?
Dolph Lundgren.
What about Dolph Lundgren?
I just looked up the Defender. Is that it or?
Did you look up Defender 2009? It's like it's a movie no one's seen. It's pretty cool. Did you get a car?
Oh, Defendor.
Yeah, Defendor. Sorry.
God.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's called Defendor.
Canadian.
Yeah. See, look at it. 74% of Rotten
$4
Tomatoes.
million. Wow.
It's a cool movie.
And it only made 44,000.
He's looking for
God.
what's his name? Yeah, he's a construction worker who turns himself into a superhero called the Defendor. He saves Catherine, a young pot-smoking prostitute, from an undercover cop while paroling the streets.
No, God.
It's cool. It's a cool. My other honorable mention is Darkman,
Oh yeah, Darkman.
about a guy who gets his face blown off in a science experiment, finds out why he was targeted. Liam
Okay.
Neeson, Sam Raimi.
Mm-hmm.
Superhero movie. Don't laugh at me.
I am laughing.
I love superhero movie. I hate Kevin Hart in it, but I
Yeah.
love superhero movie.
Yeah.
Remember when he says, "You ever seen a video of two cows banging?" And he shows him the video. No, a woman banging a
I
horse.
hate all of those movies that they've made.
What about Scary Movie?
I don't even like Scary Movie. I don't think
You
it's
don't like
good.
Scary Movie 1?
No, I don't think it's good.
Oh, no,
no.
I'm just gonna break my leg so you can. It just snaps the leg and it goes like, what the?
No, I don't think it's funny. I don't like it. I don't like any movie that they've made.
Parody movie.
Yeah, parody movie.
I like them.
Just in general.
I don't like all of them. I think the best parody movie is probably Blazing Saddles.
Yeah.
Actually no, there's probably a better one. But Blazing Saddles pretty
No,
good.
it's Blazing Saddles.
Listen here, if anybody moves, I'm gonna say.
I'm not a big fan of parodies, so there you go.
I love parody.
Parody movies.
Some of the
It's 2 directors, right? That did that. I'm gonna look.
yeah.
There you go.
The-
Meet the Spartans.
Meet the Spartans. Oh my god! What about epic movie?
God. Here's the thing that confuses me about Meet the Spartans. Why merge those 2 movies into one? Meet the Parents and 300. What the hell do those movies have in common?
Look
at
up
all?
look up Meet the Parents dance scene.
Here we go. Jason Friedberg and Aaron Seltzer.
Look up dance number. They have a dance number where I think they dance. But you know what's really dumb about? I think in
Jesus
the Weekly
Christ.
Planet they said this.
Jesus Christ. Yeah.
They all
Rival.
they all have no fucking
Yeah.
knowledge.
Yeah. Go on.
They all have dated references
In just those.
in those parody movies.
Well, yeah, because they made them.
They're made of the times.
Yeah.
But yeah, they're right because
They made it the times. They're supposed to parody the movies that came out that year.
I think they said it when they watched Superfast.
Well, I remember.
You remember the thing The Rock does? He just turns.
Well, I remember in one of them, they literally just they didn't watch most of the movies that they were parodying. They just saw like set photos
Yeah.
and read a basis synopsis. They just did that. I think they did that. They saw like set photos for the Avengers, and they just like, yeah, we'll just make him look like Iron Man. We'll just make him fly around.
Oh, yeah.
That's funny. They poop in a toilet.
There's
Ha-ha.
There's one called
There you go. Spy Hard.
Black
Scary
Spartans.
movie. Oh, they only wrote scary movie.
Spy Hard.
That's a Die Hard movie, I guess.
Can I see it? Because it sounds really.
Leslie Nielsen.
I was about to say it's Leslie Nielsen.
Yeah, there you go.
Spy Hard's actually fine.
No.
No, actually a good probably the best parody movie, best comedy parody is Naked Gun.
Let's see. Yeah, date movie.
Because Naked Gun's supposed to be a parody of like, look up National Lampoon Loaded Weapon. It's a riff on Lethal Weapon. It is so bad. It's got what's his name from the Breakfast Club, something amen the jock from Breakfast Club. I forgot his name.
Loaded Weapon 1. Okay. Great.
It's not good.
Emilio Estevez.
Emilio
fantastic.
Estevez, that's his name.
That is.
Isn't it?
not-
I'm
not
pretty
his-
sure
it's not his peak.
I'm
so-
pretty sure his brother's Charlie Sheen.
Yeah, it is.
I always found that weird. Why is he Emilio Estevez?
Because. What do you mean?
I get why. I mean, I like it's like a parent thing. But
Let's see.
still.
Date movie bad. Epic movie bad. Meet the Spartans bad.
Oh, date movie or date night?
Date movie.
Oh, okay.
I'm just looking it up and the Rotten Tomatoes scores. I know I don't rail Rotten Tomatoes for anything, but
Neither do I.
but like 7%, 2%, 1%, 0%.
What is 0%?
0% Starving Games and
Starving Games.
and the best
What about the Hangover games?
and the best night ever.
Have you seen the Hangover games?
No,
Where-
and I don't want to.
Oh my god, it's amazing. They just get the Hangover. It's just Hangover,
Oh boy.
but they're in the Hunger Games for no reason,
Christ.
and they have like a rip, and they're just them.
That sounds
Amazing. It is awesome. Those movies are so bad. I love them.
I'll never watch him.
We have to do one of those.
No, we're
Okay.
not. No, we're not.
So what do we
No. Never. in
Oh
our
god, we're
lives.
almost on an hour and 30.
Oh, okay.
We should probably wrap this up.
Okay,
quickly.
go back to your.
Okay,
other
my
ones.
number one is Super.
Oh, yeah,
2010 Super, a movie no one has seen,
Yeah,
which pisses me
Super. I
off.
don't think I've seen Super all the way through.
Super is amazing because it's such a simple story, even though with all the Jesus stuff. It's cool. It's cool. It's so depressing, but that's what works for it. It also has probably my favorite movie ending ever.
We're going to say favorite actor.
No, my favorite like movie ending. It's so good because even though basically the premise is there's a guy called Frank whose wife is a recovering drug addict who then starts going out with a drug dealer and leaves him, and the only way he can try to stop the drug dealer is he dresses up as a superhero called the Crimson Bolt and beats people with a wrench.
Okay.
It's awesome. And his catchphrase is "Shut up, crime." And he has great lines like "Don't molest little children. Don't cut in line."
That's good.
It's a great movie. A trivia about it is James Gunn wanted John C. Reilly to play Frank,
Okay.
which I think would have worked, but Rainn Wilson does a good job in it.
Fair enough.
It's such a sad movie, and it's basically, I think it's a better version of Kick-Ass. I like Kick-Ass the movie and I like the comic,
Yeah.
but a lot of people don't like the movie Kick-Ass.
I don't even like the comic Kick-Ass.
It's fine. I just like it more
Kick-Ass isn't good
because
at
it's
all.
literally like, obviously in that there's some like sense of disbelief. In this, it's just realistic. So there's a bit where a guy butts in line and he goes, "Hey, don't butt in line," and the guy goes, shut the fuck up. And then he leaves and come back and he dresses the Crimson Ball and he goes, don't bottom line. He goes, seriously, dude, are you stupid? I just saw you before. Walk away and come back at me.
I was gonna say,
I'm not an idiot. And then he hits from the head with a
I was
wrench.
gonna say, I'm really glad we didn't talk about Kick-Ass, but that's based off a comic, and yeah, we'll never talk
Mark
about
Miller.
that. Yeah, we'll never talk about that.
I like Kick-Ass.
No, it's
But
terrible.
I really like Super. It's just great. I really like the feeling of it. I really like the feeling that it's sad. It's literally about a fucking, like, a loser. He's just a loser.
Fair enough.
But he tries, but he's not good at it. But then he becomes good at it. But even still, he's not the best at it. He's like average. He's
That's
mediocre.
nice. I like that.
He doesn't become like he's not like he's the best. He's amazing. He's crazy. He's just crazy. He murders so many fucking people. Yeah. The budget for this movie was $2.5 million. The box office was 400,000.
Actually, 593,000.
Yeah.
I just looked up Wikipedia.
Yeah,
so.
it's not. It made.
Yeah.
It's so. It makes me upset how much no one's seen this movie. It's really cool.
What's the reception?
Huh? It has a 49% critics review on Rotten Tomatoes, 56% audience review, and a 6.7 on IMDb.
I'll just read some reviews.
Which I think it shouldn't be that.
56% audience score.
What?
On Rotten Tomatoes, 56% audience score.
Yeah, that's what I said. 56
Okay,
audience,
okay,
and then
you did
critics
say that.
49%.
You did say that.
But it's probably my favorite James Gunn movie. I love it. It's such a weird. It's one of those weird like middle grounds movies where it's just cool.
Fair enough.
It's just so strange.
Super just doesn't fly.
Yeah.
I'm reading reviews.
All right.
In Super, the ingredients just don't mesh.
Yes,
this
they do.
movie is too pedestrian for camp and too scattershot for an action comedy.
So it's a sad movie.
Offers genuine empath with the put upon protagonist's longing for justice, yet plays the bloody ramifications for cartoonish fun.
Yeah. Shut up.
Oh,
Brian.
these are bad reviews I'm reading. So.
That's fine. Keep going.
If I hadn't foolishly gone and saw Sucker Punch a couple weeks ago, this would have been the worst film of the year. Which, yeah, understandable.
That's a big diss to Sucker Punch.
Yeah, Sucker Punch is not good at all. It's difficult to tell if director James Gunn is really trying to play for laughs because he's so much more than one-line humor. Oh wait, because so much of his one-line humor is inconsistent.
It's not fair. This movie I love.
Fair enough.
It's genuinely, it makes me, it's, the ending is just so sad. Just like it's already sad as is, but the ending's even, have you seen it? The end? No.
No, I told you I haven't. I've only seen like half of it.
You know, have you seen Ellen Page when she becomes Bolty?
Maybe.
Ellen Page becomes his...
I saw it like 5 years ago.
Her sidekick. Ellen Page becomes his sidekick.
I think I saw it on TV once.
Yeah, Ellen Page becomes her sidekick.
Yeah.
And she's really aggressive.
Post Juno? Yeah, post Juno.
Yeah. Post Juno.
Yeah, post Juno.
There's kind of a rape scene, kind of.
Oh.
She kind of rapes Rainn Wilson.
Oh.
She fucking dies. She gets shot in the face immediately when she goes, and he's like, he loses his shit.
Oh,
it also has one of the most gruesome deaths that I love. Michael Rooker's in it because it's a James Gunn movie.
Fair enough.
And and Crimson Bolt jumps through the window and he smashes him. And there's a fireplace and there's a little step on the fireplace and he punches and he hits his head in the thing and he just goes.
Okay.
And as it keeps going, you just hear. And he just stabs his head through it and he keeps going. And then he lifts it up and there's a shot where just the back of his skull's gone. And just throws him back down.
Wait, what's this movie rated?
It is so fucking violent.
Yeah, but Australian R or MA15?
Australian. It would have to be Australian.
Oh,
it is so violent. You literally see when he looks at Ellen Page's character and turns her over, she doesn't have a head. Like half her face is gone because she got shot in the face.
Let me have a look.
But I love it. Shut up, crime. I just wish it's just a cool movie. I don't know why I like it. It's just sad.
Superhero movie. Super.
Like it's slow, but I think that's what really works for it.
Fair enough.
Also, everyone's just like, he's a fucking... They're like, he's just a fucking...
rated R.
Just like, he's a fucking retard in an outfit. Why can't anybody just shoot him? And then they shoot him, and he gets hit, and they're like, wasn't that fucking hard? He gets, like, shot in the leg. Basically, the end of the... Oh, yeah, you haven't seen it. So the end of the movie...
I haven't seen it. I told you.
I just remember. But so the end of the movie, what happens is... he goes into the house where the drug dealer is, Jock Kevin Bacon. He kills everyone in there. and then Kevin Bacon's like, oh, what are you gonna do? What are you gonna kill me? It's not gonna change how it's not gonna make the world a better place. And he goes, well, I don't know that. So he fucking stabs him to death, and he rescues his girlfriend, and then it's the ending of narration. He goes, she stayed with me for the next couple of months until she left me. Even like all this, him getting shot, a friend of his getting killed was worth basically nothing. But he said what he realized was, because he thinks he's like chosen by God because he's crazy, and he says what he realizes he wasn't the chosen one, she was, and so he let her go off and like she gets married, she has 4 kids, but the kids know him as Uncle Frank, and he said he got something more from that than just being with her. And the ending is just a bunch of drawings on the wall of the kids they drew for him and all the things he drew, and he just starts crying.
Neat.
And it's so sad, but it fits so well. All of his efforts were wasted, but he feels like he's done exactly what he wanted to. He's got more out of life, and he's just happy. And it's just when they show that bit of there's a bit in the movie where him and Ellen Page are having a conversation, and she goes, I was just bored, I didn't know what to do. And he goes, well, sometimes you don't see what the superheroes do between the panels. She goes, are we in the panels right now? And he goes, yeah. And then she says, do you want to kiss me? And he goes, I'm married, how dare you. It's really creepy. It's a really creepy relationship.
Oh, wow.
But I just love this movie. It's so cool.
Well, that sounds like a movie that I'll probably watch in 10 years.
Like Solo.
Yeah, like Solo. Actually, make that 20 years for Solo. Make that 30 years
Say
for
it.
Solo.
Say it.
Say what?
Say the thing about Solo. Say it.
What? What do you mean?
I hate you so.
I know what you mean.
You say it all the fucking time. It pisses me off.
Why? That I'm not going to watch Solo for 20 years?
No.
What are you talking
You
about?
keep saying that it's my favorite Star Wars movie.
Well, it is.
No, it's not.
You just said it was.
I
You just said it was.
I've literally have never said that in my lifetime.
You just said it then.
I have not.
You just said it was your favorite Star Wars movie.
Empire is my favorite. I do
No,
like
it's
Solo.
You keep saying
Oh
it's
my
Solo.
God.
Every time you bring it up, you just love talking about Solo.
Yeah, because it's a good movie.
And
but
you
it's
want me
not
to
my
watch
favorite.
it for some stupid reason.
Yeah, I do, because it's great.
Well,
It's
there you
not
go.
my-
You said you love it. That's your favorite one.
It's not my favorite one. Empire's my favorite one. You
Sure.
slag.
You sure?
I will hit you with that Darth Vader lightsaber.
Oh, no, don't.
I am.
No, don't. Ow, that hurts.
Why do you have this? Oh shit, the dog's out.
I had it for years. Yeah, she's afraid of that.
Is she?
Yeah, come here. She's afraid of that. She's afraid of the Thor hammer too. Come here.
I'm pretty sure this podcast is going in shambles now.
Well, since you mentioned Solo, your favorite movie,
Oh my gosh.
come here.
I'm gonna hurt you.
Come here. What is? Don't deny it.
I hate you. Alright, we're on an hour and 34 now.
You can't deny that it's your favorite movie.
We should probably wrap it, right? Oh wait,
Okay.
no, do you want to talk about Ben 10? We already talked about Ben 10, you can't.
Oh.
It's an hour and 34.
Fine. Well, if I talk about Ben 10, you can talk about Solo. Okay. Your favorite Star Wars movie.
Alright.
All right.
Should we end it then?
Yeah, we can end it.
You usually do the outro and whatever.
What are we doing for?
I don't know what we're gonna do.
I'll be gone. I'll be away in Kiama for the next couple of weeks.
What?
It's a beach. I'm going to my beach house in a few weeks for Christmas. So
He has a fucking beach house.
it's a beach caravan.
I don't even have that. How long are you going for?
Till mid-January, I think.
Holy shit.
Mm.
Oh yeah. Well,
I'm just petting my dog, so.
yeah, I think they could hear the breathing maybe. Alright, we should probably wrap it then. I don't know what we're gonna do next time. We'll figure it out.
Yeah, we'll figure it out.
So yeah.
So long, everybody. I'll let the dog breathe.
Alright, well if we're not back
I'm really tired. Okay.
if we're not back till January, I don't know, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Merry Christmas.
Happy Hanukkah. Happy Kwanzaa.
But we're not Jewish.
I could be. I look Jewish enough.
Yeah, but you're not Jewish.
Excuse me, are you assuming? Actually, this is probably
I
good.
know you're not Jewish.
Okay, well, I think we'll leave it there.
I know that for a fact.
Okay. Alright, bye then.
Just like Solo's your favorite movie.
I'm gonna hurt you, I swear to God. It's not funny. It's just not.